Welcome to this week's tutorial on how to use Articulate Storyline. We're glad you're here and ready to keep leveling up your storyline skills. In our last video, we explored how to create and use slide masters and feedback masters. If you missed that lesson or want a quick refresher, we've included a link in this video's description. Today, we're kicking off a multi-part series covering Storyline's newest major feature, the AI Assistant. Over the next few minutes, we'll look at what the AI Assistant is, where it fits into your workflow, and how to use it to create and edit text directly inside Storyline. AI assistants, not just storylines, are changing how we work. We don't know yet what they'll ultimately be capable of or how they'll reshape our processes, but we do know they can be used for good or for, well, chaos. It all depends on how you use them. Storyline's AI assistant is designed to help you work more efficiently and create more engaging e-learning. But it cannot, and will not, write your course for you in 5 minutes and publish it while you grab coffee. You still need to move through your version of ADDIE, identify the performance gap, define learning outcomes, write a storyboard, get approvals, build the lesson, and run your testing long before a learner ever opens the first slide. Storyline's AI assistant can help you write text for an on-screen text box, refine confusing text, generate supporting images, or create text-to-speech with some light nuance to keep the audio engaging. But nothing in Storyline requires you to use the built-in AI tools. If you prefer another generative AI platform to draft your text, create your images, or produce audio, then use the tool that fits your workflow best. There's no single right or wrong way to use Storyline's AI assistant. The important thing to remember is that it's just another tool inside Storyline. It's there to support your workflow, not replace your design thinking. Make sure you review every AI-generated output. Clean up awkward phrasing, fix audio pauses or pacing, verify accuracy, and double-check images because no one wants a three-fingered person staring back at them. In other words, this is your lesson, not the AI assistant's. Keep yourself in the creation process. And just so we're clear, Dixie, Everclear, and Fireball aren't telling me what's going into this video either. They may have strong opinions, but they're not responsible for what you're seeing, and neither is the AI assistant. The same goes for you. Use the tools that help you, but you are the instructional designer. Before we start learning how to use the AI assistant, we first need to understand what it is, where to find it, and what features it includes. There are 2 different ways to access the AI assistant, and depending on which option you choose, you'll see different tools. The first way is through the AI Assistant tab on the Trigger panel. When you select that tab, you'll see a small double window icon. That icon tells you the AI assistant can be undocked and moved anywhere you want, on top of your slide workspace or even onto a second monitor. One thing to remember, you're only undocking the tab that's currently visible, so if you have the slide tab selected and undock it, only the slide tab detaches. The AI assistant stays docked on the right side of the screen until you specifically select its tab and undock that one. When you open the AI assistant from the Trigger panel, you'll see 6 prompt categories: Generate image, generate quiz, generate question, generate summary, generate text-to-speech, and generate sound effect. You'll also find these same AI prompts on the Home tab, though they're labeled a little differently. We'll talk about those differences later in the series and how each option can support your workflow. For now, all you need to know is that the Home tab includes 7 AI options: Insert text, edit text, insert image, insert audio, quiz, question, and summary. Because AI is an evolving technology, some of you watching this video may not know or understand how to write an AI prompt or what makes a good prompt. So let's take a minute to talk about what an AI prompt actually is and how to make one work for you. When you ask an AI assistant to create something, text, an image, a summary, audio, anything, the quality of what it gives back is directly tied to the quality of the prompt you give it. The AI can only follow the direction you provide. If your prompt is vague, you'll get vague results. If your prompt is specific, structured, and clear, the AI will usually give you something closer to what you actually wanted the first time. A good prompt tells the AI what you want, how much of it you want, who it's for, and what tone or style it should use. Think of it like giving instructions to a brand new intern. If you don't explain what you need, you can't be surprised when they deliver something odd, overly long, or missing the entire point of the slide. So let's take this a step further and look at what a good AI prompt actually sounds like in practice. Let's say you're working on a slide where you want to introduce the ADDIE model, just a short, clear explanation that fits nicely inside a text box. A weak prompt would look like this. Write about ADDIE. That's too vague and will almost guarantee you get back a rambling paragraph that doesn't match your slide or learning objective. A stronger prompt gives the AI more direction, like, write a short 2 and 3 sentence explanation of the ADDIE model for an e-learning slide. Keep the tone clear and instructional. Avoid jargon and focus on the purpose of each phase. And if you want to be even more precise, which is a great idea when working with limited space, you could say, write one paragraph, no more than 45 words, introducing the ADDIE model for new instructional designers. Keep the tone friendly and concise, and focus only on the high-level purpose of each phase. This kind of prompt produces reliable, clean, slide-ready text. No guessing, no wandering, no unexpected novel-length output. Let's now start looking at how to create text with the AI assistant. To do this, you'll use the AI tools found on the Home or Insert tabs. The AI assistant inside the trigger panel can do a lot of things, but it cannot create text that appears directly on your slide. So for text generation, always start on one of those tabs. When you open the Home or Insert tab, select Insert Text. This opens a pop-up window where you'll type your AI prompt, and you'll also see a second pop-up offering, Suggested Prompt Starters. You can choose one of those suggestions to help shape your prompt, or you can ignore them and write your own from scratch. You'll enter your prompt in the text entry field at the bottom of the larger upper window. Once the AI assistant generates the text, you'll see its response appear in the upper window. The lower window will then switch from prompt suggestions to a drop-down menu full of refinement options. These refinement tools let you adjust the AI-generated text until it matches exactly what you need. You can choose to insert the response, copy it, continue writing, cancel, improve writing, fix spelling and grammar, make shorter, make longer, change tone, change audience, simplify writing, turn into a bulleted list, and bold key terms. Think of this as your editing toolkit. You can sculpt the text into whatever version works best for your slide, your learner, and your instructional goal. Now, let's assume we've entered our prompt, and Storyline's AI assistant has returned its response. Using our ADDIE example, we asked for a short paragraph, and the AI assistant generated something like, the ADDIE model is a framework for instructional design, guiding you through 5 phases: analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Each phase helps create effective learning experiences by ensuring that educational goals are met and learners' needs are addressed throughout the process. When you select the Insert Text icon and the AI assistant generates a response, Storyline immediately creates a new text box on the slide in the style defined by your layout. However, that text box stays empty until you choose Insert from the AI assistant's menu. Once you select Insert, Storyline populates the text box with the AI assistant's response, using your layout's default font style, size, and color. If you want to use the AI-generated text somewhere else, such as the Notes panel for narration, you can choose Copy instead of Insert. This copies the full response, so you can paste it wherever you need it. If you select Continue Writing, the AI assistant will generate an additional paragraph that follows the same tone, structure, and level of detail as the original. This option is especially helpful when the initial response is good, but you want to expand on it without writing a brand new prompt. And finally, if you decide you don't want to use the AI assistant's response at all, you can select Cancel. When you do, the empty text box that Storyline created will disappear, leaving your slide exactly as it was before, and the Insert Text windows will close. Moving into the Edit Selection section, the first option is Improve Writing. This option is similar to Continue Writing, but instead of expanding the content, it rewrites the existing response to make it clearer and more polished. It tightens the language, improves readability, and clarifies the message without adding any new information. The second option, Fix Spelling and Grammar, focuses strictly on correcting mechanical issues. Think of it as Storyline's built-in version of Microsoft Office's spelling and grammar check, like hitting F7, but without the helpful red and blue squiggly underlines. Make shorter and make longer adjust the length of the text by either tightening the wording or adding explanation. These are especially helpful when you need the narration to fit a smaller text box, or conversely, you want to fill space so a slide doesn't look empty. The change tone option works a little differently. Selecting it opens a secondary menu where you can choose how the text should sound: professional, casual, straightforward, confident, friendly, or a completely custom tone. If you select Custom, Storyline prompts you to specify the tone manually. Otherwise, the AI assistant applies the tone automatically. The Change Audience option is similar, but it shifts the writing style based on who the learner is. Whether the new audience is grade school students, medical professionals, or electrical apprentices, Storyline rewrites the response using language appropriate for that group. Finally, Simplify writing is especially useful when you need the text rewritten in a clearer, more digestible way. It reduces complexity, shortens sentences, and lowers the reading level. Perfect for learners who are new to a topic or need straightforward explanations. The final section of the Insert Text tool includes just two options: Turn into Bulleted List and Bold Key Terms. Turn into Bulleted List takes the AI assistant's paragraph-style response and reformats it into a clean, easy-to-read bulleted list. This can be especially helpful when you want learners to focus on discrete points rather than a dense block of text. Bold Key Terms scans the generated text, identifies the most important words or phrases, and automatically applies bold formatting. This helps highlight critical concepts and makes the content easier for learners to scan and retain. Paraphrasing Martin Brody: I think I'm going to need a bigger bed. The underdesk dog bed has always been prime real estate. Dixie and Fireball have both claimed it as theirs. Fireball will happily climb in even if Dixie's already there. But Dixie believes the entire bed exists solely for her and does not like to share. Everclear, on the other hand, is Switzerland. He won't use the bed by himself, but he will curl up if Dixie or Fireball is already in it. If the bed is occupied and he's not in the mood to squeeze in, he just stretches out on the carpet nearby and keeps an eye on everyone. Dixie, however, will absolutely yell at Fireball to move or get out if she wants in. This morning, though, Dixie claimed the bed first. While I was getting started, both Everclear and Fireball decided they also wanted in. So now I've got 3 pugs trying to occupy one bed while I'm just trying to start my workday. My bosses live such a rough life. Now let's take a look at the Edit Text tool. Unlike the Insert Text option, which generates new text and refines it before inserting anything into your project, the Edit Text tool works directly with text that already exists on your slide or in the Notes panel. Because of that, the Edit Text icon will usually appear grayed out until you first select a text box or the Notes panel. Once you do, Storyline automatically pulls the selected text into the AI window. You'll also see a second window open, just like the one you saw with the Insert Text tool, and the first 2 sections, Edit Selection and Format Selection, include the exact same options. Now, let's move into the Generate from Selection section. This area gives you 8 AI-powered tools you can apply to the text you selected: Continue Writing, Explain This, Suggest Improvements, Find Synonyms, Create an Analogy, Create Key Takeaways, Create an AI Image Prompt, and Write a haiku. The first option, Continue Writing, expands on the text you already have while keeping the same tone, structure, and direction. If your slide currently says, "The ADDIE model helps guide instructional design," Storyline might continue with something like, "By moving through each phase deliberately, you ensure your training meets real learner needs and avoids unnecessary rework." It extends your thought as if you simply kept typing. Next, Explain This takes the existing text and breaks it down into simpler, more digestible wording. If your content originally says, "Summative evaluation measures the overall effectiveness of instructional materials," Storyline might rephrase it as, "This step checks whether the training worked the way you hoped it would." It's ideal when you want the concept to feel clearer and more learner-friendly. When we look at the Edit Text tool, several options can appear similar at first glance, but they each serve different purposes. The best place to start is Suggest Improvements, because everything else branches from here. This option rewrites the text to improve flow, clarity, and readability, without changing the meaning, the complexity level, or the audience. If your sentence is a little clunky, like, "The learner should be capable to understand the objective before moving forward," the Suggest Improvements tool might refine it to, "Learners should clearly understand the objective before continuing." Same message, better execution. The other refinement tools differ from suggest improvements in important ways. Improve writing is more assertive. It tightens and elevates the language to feel more polished and professional. Simplify writing makes the text easier to read by reducing complexity and breaking down long or dense phrasing. Change audience rewrites your text so it fits a different learner group. If your wording is too advanced, the AI can reshape it for beginners. If it's too simple, it can shift the language to match a more experienced audience. The message stays the same. The framing changes so it lands with the right people. Finally, Find Synonyms focuses on improving individual words rather than whole sentences. If a sentence feels repetitive, like, "This process is an important part of the important learning experience," the AI might suggest alternatives such as critical, essential, or key, giving you cleaner and more varied phrasing. It's an easy way to strengthen wording without rewriting the whole idea. Now, let's look at the remaining tools in the Generate from Selection section, because each one adds a different kind of support depending on what you need while building your lesson. The first two, Create an Analogy and Create a Scenario, are similar in what they develop. Create an Analogy is great when you want to make a concept easier to understand by comparing it to something familiar. Instead of explaining time management literally, the AI might say something like, "Think of your daily tasks like groceries in a shopping cart." If you pile in too much, things start falling out. It's a quick way to give learners a visual anchor that simplifies the idea. Create a Scenario, however, takes the same concept and turns it into something the learner can experience. So, instead of explaining the idea of time management, you might get something like, "You're halfway through your workday when your manager drops a last-minute assignment on your desk. Do you reprioritize, ask for an extension, or delegate a task?" Create an Analogy explains the idea, while Create a Scenario lets the learner practice it. Both are useful depending on whether you're clarifying a concept or applying it. Another tool that works incredibly well for heavy text is Create Key Takeaways. This option scans the text you highlighted and pulls out the essential parts, the things you most want the learner to remember. So, if your paragraph walked through the steps of a process, Create Key Takeaways tool might condense it into something like, identify the need, plan the approach, build the content, deliver the training, and evaluate the results. The meaning doesn't change. It just becomes cleaner, shorter, and easier for learners to absorb at a glance. If you're someone who knows exactly what image you want on the slide but struggle to describe it clearly, Create an AI Image prompt is a lifesaver. Storyline takes the text you highlighted and rewrites it into a detailed description an image generator can understand. If your narration says, "The onboarding process helps new employees feel supported," the AI might convert that into, "Illustration of a new employee being warmly welcomed by a team in a modern office, conveying guidance and support." Same message, but now you've got a ready-to-use visual prompt without needing to be an expert in prompt writing. And finally, because every great software tool needs one wild card, you have Write a Haiku. This option takes whatever text you selected and turns it into a short, poetic 5-syllable haiku. It's not something you'll use in most corporate training, but it is a fun way to shake loose new ideas or break up writer's block. If your highlighted text was about workplace chaos, the AI might return something like, "Coffee cup empty? Inbox grows like a monster. Send help." Or snacks. Please. It's quick, silly, and occasionally exactly the creative reset you need before diving back into serious content development. Thank you for spending the last few minutes and for watching this week's video helping you to learn articulate storyline. We hope you found it useful and valuable. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If there is something about storyline you want to learn more about, please let us know in the comments. The Pug Grumble says, "Thank you and have a great day."